Hey there, guys. It's Brandon here. How we doing tonight? This is a follow-up review to the shave demo the other day from the Norelco, the Phillips Norelco Series 5000 electric shaver. And without further ado, I'd just like to say that the other night when using this, I really was impressed. If you watched my video, you would remember that I went ahead and did a wet shave and a dry shave, doing both, half my face wet, half my face dry. And if you remember, I was relatively impressed with the shaver, and I'd like to just talk about some of the fine points of the shaver, which I think make it really a step up from any other Phillips or any other rotary electric shaver that I have ever used. And getting into that, I'd like to just show you. So here's the shaver. And it's got, the body, it's fairly slim, but it's not quite as compact as some. I mean, the design gets a little more bulky up top, just so that, it's in design with the shaver. I gotta say, I like that. I did like the slimmer feel of some of the other less expensive electric shavers. And we're going to get into price point while discussing this shaver as well, this fine shaver that we got here. And I'd just like to get into that and talk about some of those things. So what it has, and I think is best about this, is it's got this detachable head, which is a 3D, it works three-dimensionally on your face. You're able to cover lots of area at one time, and it's got the three individually floating heads, the classic Phillips Norelco rotary shaver that we've been used to for about 3/4 of a century or so or more now. In the past, these heads, they would only pivot in this way. And now, as you can see, they pivot up, down, around. They've got three-dimensional pivoting, which is, the basic idea of the design and what was supposed to help these rotary shavers have somewhat of an edge on their counterpart with the foil shavers like Braun and Remington and Panasonic. And the jury is really out on which one's a better shaver. I think that it all depends. It's a matter of personal preference. I haven't ever really tried the two side by side, although I have used both of them. Generally, they do a good job, but they're not as good as a manual razor, in my opinion. But they do all right, both of them, if you're willing to put the time and effort into using it for a long time. Your face will get used to it, and you'll do all right with it. But, basically this shaver, Phillips has always been trying to make it so that, this rotary style shaving, it would adjust to the contours of your face. And it got more and more where it was a good dynamic response right early on. As you see there, and they have more of an ability to adjust to the unique contours of every user's face, because no two faces are exactly alike, let's face it, right? So they tried to make it so that all of these shavers are... But the fact that this can pivot any general direction within 360 degrees is really what I think sets this shaver a step apart from all the other rotary shavers I've ever used. Now let's get into price point and what you have for that. Now, the reason that this thing is detachable, though, up here is, and you have to order this for this model, it has you can put a long hair trimmer and use it to trim sideburns, beard, and mustache in there and exchange it out for the close shave rotary head. My personal theory on that is I I've got a good beard trimmer. I like my Phillips Norelco one blade enough that I probably am going to be satisfied to just use that in an electric shaver for the purpose of a close shave when I'm trying to go for baby butt smoothness, either wet or dry. And, I got to say that all taken into consideration, the shaver only set me back $66 out the door when I bought it the other day at my local Target. The next shaver down from that did not have this 3D motion and gyro-flexible head on the top of it, which, the next price back from that was about $53 out the door, and that was much less features, but next step up from this was $119 for a razor that I saw to have no better features than this one. That was also a wet dry, obviously. And so I just really got to say, from price point, battery, get over an hour of a shave on a 1 hour charge. The lithium ion batteries are getting that much better and better to the point that, I don't know, I think this is a really smart move if you're somebody that's looking to, you like the wet shave and you're used to using a razor, but you want time and convenience. You want to shave in 4 or 5 minutes rather than 8 or 10. Definitely an option for you. If you're looking for that dry, quick, reasonably good, convenient shave, this is going to do better than most rotary electric shavers. It did for me on the first time. Highly recommend it for you if you're looking to get, a real good razor and you're not looking to set yourself back as much as you could on them. You're getting a really good razor. Let me tell you, if you go for the Phillips Norelco 5000, you will get a very good razor. I guarantee it. And I am as I've made the disclaimer in many of my other videos here on YouTube, when I test or promote or suggest different products, I am paid by no one. Phillips Norelco is not using me to market this shaver. This is a very unbiased review, and this one happens to be really pro Phillips Norelco Series 5000 shaver. Definitely worth checking out. I think that if you're somebody that's really looking to start with a good Phillips Norelco electric shaver, like I say, look no further than this one. I think it's got a lot of good bells and whistles with it. No charging stand, just the power cord, which of course does not allow you to run the shaver while it is charging. And I think I showed you that on that last video. Is that a good safety feature? Yeah, probably. I don't feel a overwhelming need to have it because of the fact that I know enough not to take an electrical appliance plugged into mains electricity into the shower. But all things considered, if you're looking for a shaver upgrade, the Phillips Norelco Series 5000 shaver. Available on Amazon, available at Phillips.com, available at just about any retailer that sells Phillips Norelco shavers. You don't have to take my word for it. Look at some other reviews on YouTube, some independent reviews, and let us know what you think. Just trying to get the word out there on a really good product that I think could be a real excellent choice for a pretty good price. That being said, everybody take care.